What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Aha, and we're returning to the brand new 20th anniversary edition of Analogue, and we're continuing with the second disc of previously unreleased material. And the second track is, appropriately enough, an early version of Don't Do Me Any Favours, which is a song in the album version with a lot of guitar energy. It's like a very prominent guitar line. And in that regard, I feel like it's reflective of the idea of analog. Now, of course, you can use analog synths, meaning hardware, but analog as opposed to digital, so the idea of it sounding like a natural instrument is a nice expression or manifestation of the concept of something being analog. So yeah, it is a tune that stands out to me for its prominent guitar sound. It's got energy. I think the lyrics are very well and incisively written, and the idea of, you know, you'd rather be someone's adversary than be their slave, and not wanting any favors, and like the complicated better one thing than the other thing rather than trying to ride the line, or, you know, trying to make something entirely positive when there's a danger of it flipping to the negative, so then sort of moving toward the negative rather than, I guess, having a disappointment. It's a very cleverly and artfully written song, but one that speaks to an emotionally complicated attitude, to say the least. So yeah, it's one I've thought about over time. In any case, let's hear the early version. This is Aha, and the early version of Don't Do Me Any Favours. Oh.
You offer your assistance, but you won't accept my help. You draw your own conclusions, and there's room for little else. Participation based on how much you could lose. I cannot help but feel that this won't be of any use. Don't offer me a credit, 'cause I do not want the blame. Don't do me any favors, I don't want to play that game. I do not want to see myself as someone that you say. I'd rather be your adversary than to be your slave. Every friendly gesture turns my stomach inside out. Don't do me any favors, I'm better off without. Don't offer me credit, 'cause I do not want the blame. Don't do me any favors, I don't want to know your name. But it's alright. Yes, it's alright. Yes, it's alright. Yes, it's alright. Yes, it's alright. Don't offer me credit, 'cause I do not want the blame. Don't do me any favors, I don't want to know your name. It's alright. It's alright.
Hear a little studio.
Get in me head down.
Oh, hold up. Sorry, I thought it was just gonna end, and then like I was gonna comment on the studio banter.
Get in me head down.
Hold on.
Get in me head down.
I expect a full translation from someone who can help me there. But yeah, okay, like number one, a more electric sounding tune. I mean, the guitar, it was there, but it was less forceful and less prominent than in the album version. And there's that like electrical drag. There's like this gritty, almost drone electric sound at the base of the track, and that was a really prominent feature, and it gave it more of an electronic vibe, even if again you can still hear the guitar and that's still a prominent feature. So yeah, and it felt a bit more simple or stripped down, which I guess with an early version that's not terribly surprising. But yeah, it was more different sonically than I thought it might be in advance, so that is cool. And again, the lyrics were standing out this time. It's ultimately a song that, again, it's like, it's so sharply and yet also, like, there's a lot of emotional depth there, and yet it's aggressive in its phrasing. So, yeah, it's a very cleverly written tune. And again, I enjoyed that electric drag a great deal, even if it gave it a notably different sound from the album version. So very cool to go through these. Now again, the next two tracks on disc 2 I have actually heard and reacted to before, so we'll be jumping down to the 5th track. And when we get to the end of the Kiel Germany concert, I think what I might do for that next week is do one of the tracks on disc 2 of this, and also at least do the Paul van Dyk remix on disc 1. And again, we'll go through all of the remixes on disc 1, and of course we'll go through all of the extra material on disc 2 that I haven't heard before. But yeah, we'll continue to go through other live concerts after the Kiel Germany one. But that's my thinking, is that like the week after we finish Kiel, I'll do 2 from this 20th anniversary edition. So in any case, we'll continue cruising through a-ha's catalog and their live performances. Thank you to the whole a-ha family for still being part of this. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.